Greeting and hotel. Can you guys see that? It says Philae, Temple of Isis in Egypt. Now they say that's the Temple of Isis. I'm going to tell y'all what that is. The name Isis is the name of Set, A-S-S-E-T. Now, a Set is the wife of Asar. Now, as you can see, those little lights, you can see them all up in there, can't you? Now, these are the same lights that I'll be telling you live in my house. Now, you see the triangle? That's the same triangle been popping up in my camera too, that we know as a pyramid. Now, the reason why I pointed this out to you is because this is the Temple of Isis, better known as the Set. This is in Egypt. This is not in the Americas. What I mean is I see this triangle right here, this pyramid, a lot. I really do. I see it when I'm going online. I see it mostly in Egypt, around the centers of where all the gods, not even pharaohs, but gods and goddesses. So there's a synonymous connection between this light right here being on earth right now and these figures, these diagrams, or these pyramids, or these diamonds showing up everywhere. Now, I know for a fact that it's going to be hard for me to explain why they're flying around in my house. And I'm not even going to try to imagine anything, but they do crazy stuff, move stuff around, all kind of crazy. You believe it or not. I'm not even trying to make you guys believe me. I'm just telling you facts. That's all I'm doing, telling you facts. Now I'm going to go to show you this same image right here, but it's not in this city. I'm going to show you the same image, and I know these formats that we see come from the sunlight. Now, this is what I've been finding out. It appears to me that the intelligence that governs our universe is light intelligence. These lights can take on manifestations. They can take on manifestations as plants, as water, as soil, as aggregates in the ground. All the elements are all induced as well as conduced by supernatural forces that implement a sun everywhere. What I mean by sun is an emanation of God that's always manifested in light energy. That's what I mean by sun, whether it's S-U-N sun or S-O-N sun. And remember, the female covers the sun part because sun, S-U-N, and S-O-N is androgynous. You cannot have any polarities of anything without it having both polarities. The female has both polarities because she makes the male. And the male has both polarities because he was made inside of the female. So his gender is male, but since he was induced by the female, his whole materialism is female, because it's from the female that his matter manifested from, which means that his whole encapsulation is feminine. His spirituality and his spiritual energy is masculine feminine. With the female, she is feminine with the capability of producing masculine feminine. That's the way that works. The lights that I see in the camera right here is one thing. Okay, I'm going to take you to my video and we're going to see some different arrangements of lights. Okay? Alright, peace and blessings. Hold on a minute. Okay, hotel. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Now look at here. What is all this stuff we got going on here? Now I want you to look in here for the spiral. As you can see, all the things that we saw over in Egypt at the city of the temple of Aset. But look what's going on here now. See, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in here that's not going on over there. I want you guys to see all this. Now look how these lights are actually doing a light show with deliberation. It's me moving the camera around. But if I was not moving the camera around, you would not be able to see all these emanations of light that's coming from the sunlight. That's why I was moving the camera, so it could display everything that it had to show. But as you can see, it has nothing to do with camera failure on my behalf. It is definitely manifestations of sunlight. These manifestations of sunlight are more than just light images. These things are the same things you see at night, shooting things out of the sky. That's exactly what they are. And that is what it's trying to communicate to us. When you look at it, it is showing you that it is like a tank, the armature or the arm mechanism on a tank. That is what it looks like to me. Like it is showing you a weapon. Now, I don't know what nobody else sees, but I'm going to be honest with you. That is what I see. It is making it very obvious to me that the sunlight is trying to say, oh, you think you got some weapons? I will show you a weapon. You see? And I mean, I hate to say it that way, but that's exactly what we're looking at. We're looking at the sunlight displaying weaponry pointed at the earth. I don't care what no one says. That's what it is. You can see a gun tripod with a big barrel with a freaking crosshair and everything in there. And that's exactly what it's doing. It shows you that it'll do a complete 360-degree rotation up as well as down. Right there we have a manifestation of the woman. You know what? We all know what that is, okay? It's obvious. It's got to be obvious to anybody looking at that is what that is. I'm sorry. I know you guys get tired of me pointing that out, but that's exactly what it is. The green light, of course, meaning ASAR. Now, the story of the Irish people with the leprechaun being at the bottom of the rainbow is taken from here. You can see all the colors, and you can see who's at the bottom of the rainbow is ASAR. That'll be me. I'm the guy there holding the camera. And it's just really ironic that my name happens to be ASAR too. Now, I've read a story about where the actual green man comes from, that is the representation of the leprechaun, and the green man is ASAR. Bottom line, it's ASAR. You can see the skeleton face in there. Okay, hold on a minute, you guys. Hold on, let me put a pause on here. Okay, and I'm back. So yeah, I want you guys to look at it, pay attention to what we're looking at here, because this is very bizarre. I believe that the sun is communicating with us here on earth, and that's the reason for the things I've been saying, and for the just flat out blunt and straight to the point attitude that I have, is because we've really exhausted all this time that we have. It's like a very sick patient here. You don't have time to joke around. You need to be honest, because the weather plays for keeps, and once it does what it's going to do, you get no chance to to reverse that. It's a done deal. I've been trying to explain to everybody that I was sent here to relay this message, that this is not a joke. It is what it is. The universe is serious about making some cleansing done to this earth, and I described to you the reasons why, and I described to you the methods that's going to be utilized to do it. This light show is a light show, so everybody can know that what I'm saying is true. Look at this face right here. Look at that. I mean, it's no doubt. Look, that is a face. It's two triangles together, but doesn't it look like a face? I mean, that's incredible. Look at it. That's a face right there. Right there in the middle. You see it? You see that with the stick going right through the head? It kind of looked like how it looked with those head hunters when they used to stick a stick right through the middle of somebody's head. Do you see it right there? But it looked like an alien face. And then those two things look like they could be wings. Now you see there's a cross in there. Like they said that Jesus came to earth bearing a cross. You can see the cross in there. You can also see the X. Okay, and then you can see the circle of the uterus of the woman, all right? Then you can see the pyramid triangles. You can actually see one right there that's without a doubt. If you cut one in half, it'll be what's below is above, because you'll see the pointing down and the pointing up. That's a representation of that, up and down. Two pyramids, one up, one down. They both spliced together. What the Greeks, the Jews called the Mogan, what they call it, Mogan Dash and Star David, whatever. I'm not calling it that. It's a representation of what's above is below, just like what sunlight shows. We all know that. There's the female showing you that there's a goddess on earth as well as a goddess in the heavens. All the representation of regenerative birth, resurrection, all that comes from the uterus of nature. The cosmic vagina is what is being communicated to us right now. That's the representation for the V formations of all the pyramids, all the triangles. It shows you from the woman comes the man. There is her V, and then the phallus in the middle, and then through her vagina again is another phallus. Then we have the blue light that comes to earth. Purple is the divine color, meaning God. The blue is a representation of life force coming to earth, like the ocean is blue and it's full of sustainment of fish and seaweed and all kind of life inside of there. Like the sky being blue from the contrast of blackness, when sunlight is added to it, the next step from the blackness turns into the blue. We'll be back to that. Excuse me. Alright, this is the same day. Okay, there's nothing different except for the time of day here. But it is definitely the same day. Now I want to show something. Now this is what I find really incredible. It's the fact that I want to see, look. This is what's really amazing. I want you to look at the little thing on the side when it shows. You see that little round circle there on the side? That's a planet. That's a sun. Look what I'm talking about. It's right there. Look at that. Now look at this. It's obvious that that's some type of spaceship right there. I mean, there can't be no doubt in your mind. Could it? Look at the color of it. And look how it's just sitting there, just hanging out like spaceships do, you know? And then there's the blue light again, showing its ability to be a photon laser. Now I want you to really look and see the blue spiral in here that those guys over in Norway is claiming that they made, right? Okay. I don't believe that. Because if they made the spiral, why is the spiral showing up in the sunlight?